Art's back.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
We're doing good so far. And there's Ray. Now it says Ray's iPhone. Wait a second. I am so confused. Are you driving now, Ray? And you're sideways.
He was in his office a minute ago.
I think he went into the car because we just expect to see him in the car. Yeah.
There's the warehouse.
Ray's not going anywhere. He's goofing off.
You guys want to see me in my van? Here you go.
So the van's parked in the warehouse?
Yeah, it's in the warehouse right now.
He's in incognito. That way nobody knows he's around.
Let's see. I'm sure you guys have seen the warehouse before.
A virtual tour of the warehouse.
Been working hard lately. But yeah, here's the van. It's parked inside. Then my technician's car is parked behind it. So yeah, I wasn't going nowhere.
Just run that car over.
Yeah, I think I'd be in a little bit of trouble. So yeah, I thought it'd be funny. Just hop in the van, see where it takes me today. Nowhere.
You know, you could be in the van and post a virtual backdrop of your office.
Exactly.
You never know, right?
Or a road in Florida.
Let's see what I can do.
What was it that senator or whatever that did that?
He did what? Posted a backdrop of.
He was driving and he had a backdrop of his house, but you could see his window as stuff was moving. It was tearing the backdrop, and he had his seatbelt on, so you could see it.
I don't know if I can even do a virtual background on the iPhone.
I don't know.
Backgrounds and filters. Oh, I guess you could.
Nope.
Hey, we can see I'm still in my office. Yeah, right.
That's yep, that's kind of sort of what was going on.
Everybody thinks I'm still in my office. And I'm walking around the warehouse. I'm sure you guys see me jittering a little bit. Oh,
Yep.
No seatbelt. Sorry.
No seatbelt. There's no seatbelt. And there's no window behind you. Oh, look. It was a disembodied head.
Disembodied. It's Carol behind me. And she's like,
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
she's back there somewhere. It's a ghost. All right. That's pretty sad.
That's just funny.
All right. I'm in her office now.
Oh, you magically transported yourself somewhere else.
There, I'm back. This is the stupid crap we do sometimes. We're waiting on other people to show up.
Oh, here comes the honey wagon bird. Thanks.
She was a disembodied head floating by a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay. For whatever reason, he said that his controller quit working and the lights on.
Wait a minute. Let me turn off the sound, babe.
Some of the stuff we do. So what's going on, Vicente?
Here it was working. Lighting. I just assembled 2 days ago this kit. It's a King one retro computer simulator. This is the same microcontroller as the Apple One.
Okay.
It's a simulator. It's just a Arduino Pro Mini, I think.
Yeah.
It's just the Arduino and the display and the buttons.
Cool.
Another thing I did was the screen video generator.
Cool.
But now I am using a black pill that costs $2.50 instead of $15 the other board. I moved the code to this microcontroller and adapted all the timers and everything, and it's working. Let me show you reset.
Nice.
And now is because the original Apple One only let you put a character in the screen every 1/60 of a second. I mean, you can send 60 characters by second. He needs to do a full scan of the screen and then accept another character. So I put a delay in the display routine to simulate the delay of the original, because if not, this is instantaneous, you know. This is the real speed of the Apple One sending characters to the screen, you see.
So what speed is that?
60 characters by second is the refreshing speed of the screen, of the TV screen. So
Did the original Apple, the Apple One, did it have a graphics mode, or was it
no,
all text?
no, just test. And you cannot access a different part of the screen. You only can send one character at a time, and the hardware do this scroll up of the text. If you want to clear the screen, you need to send many character returns to make all the text go up. So, but it's interesting that the Apple II, they changed the video controller, and the Apple II is slower. The microcontroller works slowly than the Apple One, because in the Apple One the video generator was standalone, and in the Apple II the video generator was interrupting the microcontroller every line to put a new line in the screen. So a program will run faster in the Apple One than in the Apple II. That's what I learned. Retro computing.
Yep. Days of Iron Man and wooden computers.
I'm enjoying a lot. A new thing is that now I can use the serial port. This video generator works alone without the microcontroller. in background. Don't use any CPU time, but the frequency is very odd. So the USB controller wasn't working. So I changed all the frequencies and timers until I reach a frequency that can work the video generator and the serial port. So now I have a terminal. I can just use this
You
thing.
get the lights in the shop?
Excuse me?
Down out there?
I'm done.
Like, turn lights off.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
Need to find a good TI-99 emulator or simulator.
Texas.
I've got the real thing sitting in my garage.
Yeah.
I've got the real thing sitting over here on the table.
I haven't fired it up in about 30
Yeah.
years, I would guess. So I don't know if it even boot, but it's
Now
there.
I am looking for an old Apple green monitor to check the
We
my
need
stuff.
we need to get together, Vicente, because I've got a little one. I've got a little green monitor that
Oh,
you can use.
Will be interesting. So
You can't have it, but you can use it.
okay, how's that?
It's special. It goes.
Don't
it
plug it. Don't plug it. See it. Like TV. You can see TV, but do not turn on.
It's special. It goes with my Apple IIc. So.
I will try to buy one in eBay, but people get crazy about the price. In the last minute, they go to 100 something.
Yeah,
So
I've
Let's see.
got one you can use. I'm really not using it, but you can use it if you.
well, let's try to check if my video controller works on it, and will be nice because of the old-fashioned look. Great.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the. See, a guy was asking for a green screen for, I think it was a Commodore PET,
Okay.
and it ended up that the green screen were insanely priced. I mean, just I'm sitting there going, why would you pay that much for a green screen? But I guess if you
Well, the
if
thing-
you
the
were
thing-
really a retro collector,
The
I
thing
guess
with the green screens is that we forget how bad they were, you know. So
This is true.
we just remember the nice stuff, but the screens was
the happy
miserable.
memory, the warm
Yeah.
fuzzy memories of the
Yeah.
green screen.
I had my first computer was a PC XT with a green screen. Was horrible, but was
Well,
my
I
I
computer.
got one of those in my garage also. Again, I have no idea if it even turns on or not, but
My
I don't like how heavy they are, how bulky.
oh yeah,
I don't like that, but I will.
I had
Have it.
like it.
Having enchiladas for dinner, so I need a ton.
My last CRT was a 28-inch
Wow.
CRT. And I gotta tell you,
This is
I
a
about broke my
refrigerator.
back getting it out of my office. I'll tell
Oh
you.
my God. It's a washing machine size.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
my first IBM compatible PC was a Z88 Zenith Super Sport with a blue.
Okay.
It was a laptop.
Yep.
Mine didn't have a brand. Was that's a clone.
Levi
Wow.
Strauss, we had like two
Wow.
40-inch CRTs.
Yeah. That was an awesome laptop.
This is MS-DOS.
Yeah, it ran DOS. I ran Desk View on it. I ran Windows 3 on it,
3.1.
3.1. I think it was only Windows 3. It didn't have network. It didn't have the ability to network. But that was an awesome laptop. It only had like either I can't remember. I can't remember if it was a 10 meg hard drive or a 20 meg hard drive. Either way, I had downloaded so much stuff from CompuServe, I had to compress the hard drive. And I remember that took forever. So it was not the fastest thing in the world. It was just one of those, you know, if I got my hands on one of those right now, I bet I would go, why did I ever like this thing?
Nostalgia.
Well, the only thing good about the good old days is the fact that they aren't here anymore.
Another thing I need to find is an old ASCII keyboard. You know, those boards with keys. But it's hard to find also.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I could help you with that. I definitely have the green screen. It's a little 5-inch deal on a little stand that goes for the Apple IIe, Apple IIc.
Oh, great. Maybe we can see each other next week
Yeah. And I still have all the little parts right here for you for
Yeah.
assembling
Yeah.
that controller or the programmer for that thing.
For this.
For that, yeah.
No,
He's waiting for it here.
So we need to get together sooner or later.
I have a problem with my wife. I need to put these things in the keys to reduce the noise by night. You see, you know then?
mhm.
You remove the key from the keyboard
Yeah.
and put it under the key, under the cap of the key to act like a caution, to reduce the noise, because this is
Oh, clicky. You don't like the clicky?
I like it, but my wife doesn't like it. Those are my big problems.
That's the screen I've got right there.
Oh, nice. This is 9 inches.
I think it's smaller than that. It might be 9 inches.
Yeah,
It's not very big.
This one is analog video. Yes, it's great. This will work.
Yep.
It's a coax connector.
Yeah.
RCA.
RCA. Yeah.
Great. So I need to see you.
Yeah. I don't know. That might. I don't know. I think it's smaller. I think it's between 5 and 7 inches. But it might be a little bit bigger. It might be bigger than I think it is. I know where it's at. I found it. I can even get to it.
So that's in your storage locker, Leroy?
No, that's actually in the closet. Amazingly enough, that's here in the house.
Harder to find the closet.
It was not exactly. It wasn't exactly where I thought it was, but it is here in the house. So. Oh, Ray's trying to do something crazy.
What's going on, Ray?
Ray's trying to join in from both sides. Oh, yep, there he is.
You have a split personality, or what?
So you can see the front of my head and the back of my head.
So we can 3D print a Ray.
The question is do we need another Ray?
Yeah.
I think it's probably enough.
So there's two different cameras.
Well, he's on his iPhone and he's on his desktop.
Desktop.
Okay.
So Ray, are you going to build us a 3D printer that prints houses?
I am not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Not gonna
Aw. I want to 3D print a house.
Yeah. I need a little plot of land so I could 3D print a house.
You guys seen the new metal batteries or liquid metal batteries?
No.
I was watching a video last night on a professor from MIT. I guess he spent the last 10 years developing a liquid metal battery. Runs on magnesium and I think aluminum or something.
So where's the liquid?
The metal is actually liquid, and then it suspends the charge in the liquid metal.
So it's got to be kept fairly hot, I would assume then.
Yeah, like 700 degrees, they said. So then you can do it like insulation, but they can make them very large. So they're looking to use it for like power storage for the power grid. So like from wind or solar power or nuclear power plants can charge these batteries up to be like an auxiliary power source for when the windmill or when turbines are slow or at night when the solar doesn't produce enough electricity. I think it was I already forgot the name of like Alios or something's the company.
Keep up with the battery features makes me suicidal. And Tesla is talking about an iron derivative battery.
Ambry.
Ambry.
You gotta find it. Cool. It was an interesting little discussion.
Liquid metal battery. Sounds interesting. Doesn't sound like it would be practical for me.
Liquid or solid particles of antimony? Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Let's put it, power entire cities off of liquid metal batteries. Wow. Not lithium ion with a big
Yeah.
picture of a fire next to it.
the main problems that I see on this is that the antimony particles that are in the battery, and I'm sure you guys have seen all the problems that have occurred due to hot batteries causing vapors, causing fires, and you're going to end up pushing the antimony particles into the air, and people are going to be breathing them. I'm pretty sure that the airports are going to say hell no. You take one of those onto an airplane, and you poison the crew or
Well, yeah,
half the passengers.
they weren't talking about these are being portable or anything. They'd be like tractor trailers at a facility, a stationary sealed solution. And then the other big thing too that they were talking about was like worst case scenario, if something breaks, the metal solidifies and everything stops functioning. There's no risk of explosion, like if you lose temperature control on lithium ion or something. You can repair it and then remelt the materials and start acting again.
Move on.
Yeah, and they've done like 5,000 cycles, and the battery still works at like 99.99% capacitive capability. So they're thinking it doesn't really have any lifespan loss other than the breakdown of the casing or something. And they're projecting today could last 20, 30 years, and then might need to be taken down for service maintenance to replace the connectors and stuff, and then put it back into place.
It looks like they're putting them in storage containers, right? Or am I just seeing that wrong?
Looks all right.
Yeah, I was say that they didn't show what they were in. I was just watching an interview with the CEO from like a couple of weeks ago or something.
So you're probably not going to stick that storage container on a plane. I guess you could. Wait, Vicente's in the waiting room. What the?
Another member. We can we can vote. I have 2 votes.
Are you saying just because Ray can do this?
We'll get our numbers to 20 people in a meeting, no problem.
I could probably turn on about 15 laptops and desktops here. Get everybody connected.
There he
Have
is.
one hell of an echo.
We can.
Well, I did this a couple 3 months ago because my camera just stopped working on this machine. So I was looking on this machine.
Uh,
601.
The front door 601.
That is North Verity Parkway.
Yeah. And
1300.
warehouse 1300. So I was trying to get into one of my buildings, and I was like, which damn key is it? And I kept going around and around.
Make several copies.
Of all people, I have a laser. I will mark every key that I have.
We need copies.
I did.
I know the Granite people are in Verity Parkway. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a tenant. I was over there today. They're doing all right. Not the greatest. So if you guys need any bathroom remodeling, rework, they're definitely always open for more work that needs to be done. And it's just contracts, and they do quartz and granite and all kinds of different countertops.
So Ray, are you in charge of warehouse 13?
1300?
Just 13.
Ray doesn't know what Warehouse 13 is, I bet.
Warehouse 13, wasn't that the world, or the simulated world?
That's the secret warehouse of all the really cool stuff, like the Ark of the Covenant and whatnot.
No, I'm not in charge of that. No, I gave everybody a tour of my warehouse earlier. But you guys are all welcome to come visit someday. When I get the new metal laser up and running, definitely gonna do some tours.
So when are they supposed to arrive?
They're sitting in the factory right now, like for product testing. Everything looks good, and they're gonna disassemble it and send it to me real soon. I'm not in a hurry because of the cost of shipping containers. Right now, a 40-foot high cube shipping container was like $5,200. Now it's like almost $15,000. So yeah, the price is 2.5, 3 times the cost. It's just too much. So I think I'm just gonna wait. Maybe the price will come down.
On the other hand, maybe it'll go up.
I know.
What's causing it to
But,
go
you
up
know,
so bad?
Why did it go up?
That much?
I don't know. There's the whole tariff. The Chinese government is pissed off at the United States about the whole tariff thing. There's so much stuff going on. COVID, prices, whatever. But also there's a lot of shipping containers that are like even mine, where they're sitting on boats out in the harbor that they can't even get into the docks because people aren't going to work. And so I can't get them on the rail. So I can't get laser machines to sell to people. So here soon, this might end up backing up all the way back to my company and causing me to not be able to do my job, which means I'll have to raise my prices on other stuff anyway. So it's been crazy. It's like this horrible trickle down effect that's affecting everybody.
And that's why, like a bunch of stores are out of stock on stuff, and or really really low on stuff, and they're making the prices higher to keep their stock.
The only reason that I have stock is because I plan for 6 to 9 months ahead of schedule. And so I still have 50, 60 laser machines here in stock.
You walk into almost any box store, big box store, and their stock is way down.
Well, for the past 15 years, colleges and all business policies, they've been trying to design their project or their product flow for what's called just in time. So they don't want to keep much stuff in inventory. And I can understand that when it comes to grocery stores.
Yeah.
But, Costco, I guess they're similar.
Yeah.
They don't want to keep 8 months of inventory for, 300,000 people in the area.
We've been trying to buy a bike for the grandkid, and we can't even find a bike.
Yeah. Bicycles.
Yeah. I mean, they're sitting on a container somewhere, or sitting in a container somewhere, sitting on a boat somewhere.
Yeah.
But
my stuff's sitting out on the harbor, out off New York's coast. Not even in the harbor yet, but off the coast.
Yeah.
And
when you can't even find simple stuff, I mean.
So they're bringing that into the East Coast, right?
It just depends on who's open. If it seems like there's less congestion, they'll cross a channel and swing over the North Pole, which kind of sucks because if the equipment's not packaged for freezing temperatures, then that's bad. So I like to have stuff shipped during the summer and not when it's expected to have really, really cold temperatures. I know, it's like, who in their right mind selling stuff in Ohio would have to worry about stuff getting shipped across the North Pole? Yeah. This isn't Christmas and thinking of Santa.
Is the new economy.
It's a world economy.
I went to lunch with Steve yesterday, and we stopped by at Harbor Freight, and he wanted to get some gloves because he's working on some cars this next week or whatever. And it was I don't know what they're called, nitron or nylon or whatever, those little blue.
Nitrile.
Yeah.
Nitro.
They were $3 a box, At Harbor Freight yesterday, they were $22 a box.
Wow.
There's so much stuff around the United States. And I was complaining about, I'm trying to fix up my building next door, and we're looking at getting awnings. And I bought awnings for my building. I still had the receipt 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. I bought 4 awnings, $539. And I went to get the same thing, and it's $980. Up $350. So I called the guy. I said, "Is this something wrong with the website? Is everything right? And what's going on?" He's like, "No, we just had to increase our prices because of increase in quality of aluminum support structure." I was like, "Wait a minute! You're telling me the aluminum bars, and there's like 8 of them. That is what increased your cost, $350? Like you gotta be kidding! You're lying to me."
Yeah, they're lying because it's like with the scrap place my dad works at, they can't even give aluminum away. They've turned it all into ingots and stored like half a building worth of it because nobody will pay anything for it.
I believe it. Here in Trenton, we have Magnode, and I was driving by there today when I came back from the doctor, and they've got. I just happened to notice they got skids full of extrusions sitting on the front of the building, the side of the building, the back of the building. I don't know what's going on.
Also, the wood will be increasing, right? All the wood stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, several years ago about 5 years ago when I was working on this building, I bought a few hundred 2x4s and a few hundred 2x8s and a few hundred sheets of plywood. Everybody thought I was crazy. I was like, no, I think prices are good, right? Back then.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. I was paying $1.60 for a 2x4, $6.40 for plywood, and now I feel like a genius. I'm I'm the planning savant.
The new version of Bitcoin.
And that is why you buy everything, right? Right.
Hey, think about how much money that has saved me.
Yeah, I know.
I know I'm going to use this stuff. It's kind of like people that buy 2 rolls of toilet paper, or do they buy 20 rolls of toilet paper? I'm a little different. So, but I'm going to use it.
We're down to about 2 minutes.
Okay. Hey, I've got a whole bunch of these flash drives. I think they're 4 gig, 8 gig, something like that. I'll bring them to the next meeting we've got. They send them to me with every laser machine, so I don't need them all.
So that's your Chinese backdoor plant software?
Yes, that's it.
That's it. And it's free.
Well, of course it's free.
We need you to put it in your computer, though.
Of course.
Always say yes, install. Yes, install.
You can walk around DC and pick them up all day long.
The people from the pipeline did that last week with,
Yeah.
with one of those.
I'm sure they probably did.
That's how they invaded NORAD.
Uh-huh.
So, guys, as always, I enjoyed having fun.
Nice to see you all.
When are we going to have in-person meetings?
On all lists, June 2nd.
If we are vaccinated, we can meet already.
Mr.
DeWine
is lifting all restrictions, I guess, June 2nd.
Yeah,
they're
but he's saying it's still up to the businesses to decide what they want to do. So
Yeah.
So it's
You're
up to the
still kinda-
library in this case, right?
well, yeah, you're still kind of stuck with whatever the library decides, right?
Or another meeting place somewhere.
Yeah. So
Hey, Leroy, you want to help me put together my my makerspace?
Probably.
We'll
When?
talk about that later.
Yeah,
We could all like just raid Ray's place.
that's true. We could.
Hey, if you guys want to meet over at my place,
10,
I don't mind. I
8,
got a break room with a pool, foosball table.
6. Yeah. Well,
Maybe I can help
we'll
also.
have to talk about it, right?